you by and by.
Hello, St. Louis.
Toward the destination.
Talk about a dramatic backdrop. Whoa. Mr. Ambassador, thank you. Thank you for everything you've done to support this campaign and for the welcome you've always been willing to give me, whether it's in Ireland or in St. Louis. Louis Reed, President of St. Louis Board of Aldermen. Darlene Green, Controller. Congressman Russ Carnahan. Let her go. That's okay. That's okay. Former Senator Jean Carnahan, the whole Carnahan family, and dozens of local officials from St. Louis and all around this state. The IBEW, the ATU, the National Firefighters. And by the way, I got to admit to you, the main reason I came is I got to meet Lou Brock, a Hall of Famer. And I tell you, he's something else, man, an incredible integrity. And I want to share my condolences with all of you for the passing of a longtime alderman, Sam Moore. He was a St. Louis institution. His long career of service left a mark on this community, and I know he'll be very much missed. Well, what a difference a week makes. This time last week, I was in South Carolina. They hadn't finished voting, and the press and the pundits had declared Biden's campaign is dead. But South Carolina had something to say about that. And then came Super Tuesday. And today there's 11 victories behind us, and we lead in both delegates and the national vote. What I ponder, though, is the incredible enthusiasm and excitement this campaign has generated. Folks, you know, Senator Sanders likes to say he'll need a record turnout to defeat Donald Trump. He's right. And we're the campaign that's going to do that record turnout. Just look at last week. Voter turnout in the state of Virginia was up 70%. We won. In Texas, up 40%. We won. North Carolina, 16%. 155,000 more people cast their votes in the South Carolina primary than they did 4 years ago. Folks, you're all part of a movement that has a backbone, the backbone of the Democratic Party, a movement that's going to defeat Donald Trump and restore this nation. So to all those who have been knocked down, counted out, left behind, let me say to you, this is your campaign. Join us. Go to JoeBiden.com, sign up, volunteer, contribute if you can. We need you. We want you. And there's a place in our campaign for you. And I want to, if you want a nominee to beat Donald Trump, keep the House of Representatives, win back the United States Senate, join us. And by the way, to all of Amy's folks, to all of Pete's folks, to all of Kamala's folks, to all the folks who have Beto's folks, I tell you what a gigantic difference it's made. We're going to unite this party and unite this country. So, folks, if you want to nominate a Democrat, a lifelong Democrat, a proud Democrat, an Biden-Obama Democrat, join us. If you want a nominee who'll bring the party together, who'll run on a positive, progressive vision for the future, not turn this primary into a campaign of negative attacks, because that'll only re-elect Donald Trump if we go that route. If you want that, join us. We're building on a coalition of the most successful president in our lifetime, Barack Obama. And I promise you, we're going to bring together Americans of every race, ethnicity, gender, economic station, Democrats, Republicans, and Independents of every stripe. Folks, I believe we've been delivered to a moment where we can not only defeat Donald Trump, but we'll also have an opportunity, if you think big enough and bold enough to build the future of this nation, the one that it deserves. Making health care affordable and accessible to every American. Lowering drug prices, ending surprise billings, protecting rural hospitals. We can do this by building on Obamacare, not tearing it down, investing billions of dollars to find cures for cancer, Alzheimer's, and diabetes. That is my passion. And standing up and beating the NRA and gun manufacturers straight up. I've done it before. With your help, I will do it again. And leading the world to take on an existential crisis of our time, climate change. I helped put together the Paris Accord. We'll rejoin that. The idea this guy walks in and says, I'm out. We're 15% of the world's problem. 85% is the rest of the world. And when he walked away, what did he say to the rest of the world? Don't worry. Don't worry. And they all started to back down. Folks, on day one, I will rejoin that agreement. We're going to ensure quality of your public education. It should not depend on your zip code. I'm going to triple money for low-income districts, providing raises for teachers so they stay in the school. School, not daycare, for 3, 4, and 5 years old, increasing exponentially the prospects of their success. Free community college, providing credentials needed for jobs in the 21st century. And something I know something about for paying them, reducing student debt and wiping it out up to $50,000 if, in fact, you're engaged in public service. Folks, and restoring America's leadership on the world stage. Folks, this president has embraced autocrats and dictators like Putin and Kim Jong-un. But I tell you what, I've spent my whole life, I've met every major foreign leader in the last 40 years. I promise you, I will repair our alliances, and I will make it clear to our allies that we can be trusted again. I will not treat NATO like it's a protection racket. And building on the economy that rewards work, not just wealth. Because, folks, Wall Street didn't build this country, you did. My dad did. He used to say, Joey's a job's about a lot more than a paycheck. It's about your dignity. It's about decency. It's about respect. It's about your place in the community. That's why I'm a Democrat in the first place. This is not an election just for the soul of the Democratic Party. It's a battle for America's soul. And at this most perilous moment, winning means uniting America, not sowing more division and anger. It means not only fighting, but healing the country. I've been saying that for the last 5 months. Finally, people are coming around. Look, no, I really mean this. Think about it. We must beat Donald Trump and the Republican Party, but we can't become like Trump. Presidents have to fight, but they also have to forgive, and they have to join people together. Folks, we have to heal the divisions in our democracy. Our children are literally watching. The world is watching. Future generations will look back in this moment to know if we had the mettle to save our democracy. Folks, my wife got to meet some of these people last rally. Look, so it's time for America to back up. Once again, fight for the proposition that we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men and women are created equal, endowed by a Creator with certain inalienable rights. We have never fully lived up to that assertion, but we've never walked away from it like this president has. Look, these guys are doing exactly what Trump does, so don't pay attention to them, okay? Look, the days of Donald Trump's divisiveness are soon to be over. We all are descendants of brave, resilient people, the vast majority of whom are immigrants. And we can believe again. We are better than this moment. We're better than this president. So get up. Let's take back this country. We're the United States of America, and there's nothing beyond our capability if we do it together. So God bless you all, and may God protect our troops. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, baby. Thank you.